we're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're brothers. Give me a high five.
Your brothers? No. Yes!
What's up, everybody? You watch the Kyle and Craig Show. My name is Kyle.
My name is Craig. We got all sorts of shit to talk about this week. We're recording this Sunday morning, so last night we were up watching the UFC 221 card.
Yes, we were.
Romero versus Rockhold. It was a hell of a fight. Now, there is some shit going on with that. Let's get comfortable here. All right, so Yoel Romero, number one contender in the UFC middleweight division. We'll just jump right the fuck into it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Knocks out cold in the third round, number 2 ranked UFC middleweight contender Luke Rockhold. Now, Rockhold, before the fight, they had the weigh-ins. And because it's an interim championship fight, they both have to weigh the exact amount, 185 pounds. They're given a 1 pound allowance, or they're not given the 1 pound allowance because it's a championship fight, so you have to weigh 185 or below.
Yeah.
Yoel Romero missed weight.
Or below?
Yeah.
You can weigh 183?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
That's why, like, heavyweight is 265. Not everybody fights 265. Yeah. They fight at whatever the fuck they weigh. Whatever they feel
that
like.
Makes sense.
You know?
Yeah.
So Rockhold weighed 185 and Yoel Romero came in at 188. So he is not eligible.
3 pounds heavier, man.
Yeah, it's
3 pounds.
How bad do you have to suck?
And I guess he's kind of got an excuse because from what we know, he was only given a 3-week notice of this fight because it was supposed to be Whitaker versus
Rockhold.
And then Whitaker got hurt. So they had to put Yoel in this fight. And so he only had 3 weeks, but I don't know.
Still, how hard can it be to make 185?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know how much he walks around at. It's got to be like 220 or something.
Yeah,
like he's cutting 40 pounds of weight. There's no way he's not.
Yeah, at least at 20, very least
20.
like 210, 215.
Yeah.
So he missed his weight, making him ineligible to receive the interim title if he won the fight. Meaning sort of similar to the Anthony Pettis Max Holloway fight a couple of months ago or a year ago, where if Pettis won, he wasn't the interim champ, and if Holloway won, he did become the interim champ. So if Rockhold wins, he's the interim champ. If Romero wins, he's not. Which I think is fucking stupid, because then we see the fight comes, and they agree to take the fight anyways, knowing that's the result. And the interim champ is winner gets the next shot at the real champion, you know? But so we get to round 3, and it's a pretty even fight. I gave round 1 to Rockhold, round 2 to Yoel, then
so
round 3.
1-1.
Yeah, and then he fucking knocks him out because Rockhold just gets cocky. Now, get your thoughts on it. So Yoel Romero wins. He was the number 1 contender. He just beat the number 2 contender. But technically it wasn't for the interim championship, which guaranteed him the title shot against the guy who he lost to last, So before he beat Rockhold, his last fight was against Robert Whitaker for the belt, right, essentially. So now he's still the number 1 contender because he just beat the number 2, but he didn't win the interim championship. So do they give him the title shot anyways?
We've had this conversation like 1,000 times on how stupid an interim championship is. It's just fucking retarded. Let's just pretend for a second that this fight wasn't for an interim belt, and it was just so it wasn't for a belt, but it was still for the number 1 contender. Fighter gets Whitaker. So let's just pretend they gave that 1 pound allowance.
Mm-hmm.
Yoel still weighed 2 pounds over that 1 pound allowance.
Yeah.
You weigh too much. At that point, if I was Luke, I'd be like, this dude missed weight.
Yeah.
He is disqualified.
Which he gets the option to do.
Whitaker's going to be healthy in a couple months. I'm waiting until Whitaker. I'm officially the number 1. I'm waiting until Whitaker. Yeah, Why even take the fight?
Almost like a loss.
Why even take the fight?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Again, that cockiness of Rockhold is just biting him in the ass, and it has been. And I honestly don't think he's ever going to climb back up. I'd have to look at, better than me, I'd have to look at how deep that middleweight division is. Yeah. But it pretty much goes through Whitaker, Rockhold, and Romero.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
Weidman, Kevin Gastelum.
Yeah, and Weidman.
And then you get Jacare Souza.
Yeah. But it's those 3.
Yeah.
Those are like the heavy dogs.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess he could climb back up. Well, he'd have to go through Weidman again.
Yeah.
He'd have to go through Jacare because Jacare just whooped ass.
Yeah.
So my point is, I wouldn't even take the fight, man. Yeah. I would not take the fight. I'd be like, dude,
you fucked up.
You fucked up, man. I know you only had 3 weeks. You couldn't make it. I understand. You're an awesome dude, but I'm not going to take the fight because if you rock me, I lost. But if you win, what does that even mean?
Yeah. Because now what the fuck do we do?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's what happened. He did get
that's what I'm saying. This shouldn't even be an interim belt.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever
should have been for the number 1 contender.
All right, so this is my point, bringing up the whole weight thing and Rockhold not taking the fight. My view. There's a fight. It's not an interim championship. Number one contender fight. You get that pound difference. If you're Rockhold, don't take the fucking fight. But if you take the fight, then all bets are off.
Mm-hmm.
He weighs 3 pounds heavier. You're a badass. You can fight whoever, no matter how much they weigh. You took the fight. You lost the fight. Romero gets the shot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I think it should go.
So you think Romero should get the shot?
Should.
Yeah, and I agree. It is well deserved.
But if I was fucking Luke, I wouldn't. Don't take the fight, man.
Yeah.
Don't take the fight. He fucked up. He only had 3 weeks notice, like Dana said. You feel bad for the guy, but don't take the fight. Because if you lose, you are fucked.
You're putting everything on the line where this guy's not. And the thing with the weight cut and shit like that, and we've gone over this in fucking
They weighed 10
Conundrum.
pounds heavier the next day
anyways. And they probably weighed the same thing the next day anyways.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Luke making those 3 extra pounds, because everybody, any UFC or any even amateur MMA fighter will tell you, it's those last 5 pounds, even less. It's like really those last like 3, 2, and 1 pounds getting off of you to make that weight.
Yeah,
that is
so
fucking
hard.
hell.
Yeah.
And the weight cut was the day before in the afternoon because it was in Western Australia, so it wasn't exactly like the United States Commission where the weight cuts. So in US, the weight cuts would be Friday morning if the fight is Saturday night.
So like you wake up and go.
Yeah. So you wake up and you wake up lighter. You might do some final weight cut. You might do like a bath or something. Get your ass on the scale, and then you have all day to rehydrate, and then all the next day to rehydrate, and then fight. But this one, because it was in Western Australia and shit, it was weird. It was like it was 24 hours before the fights. But they were fighting in the morning in Western Australia. So, I don't know. It was weird.
Where did they do the weigh-ins? In Australia?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. If it's 24 hours, it doesn't matter what time it was at.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you do it if he wakes up 8 o'clock in the morning Australian time, and they do the weigh-ins at 12, you don't eat or drink anything.
Exactly.
You fucking
Suffer
there.
for 4 hours, versus whether
sit in the tank.
Because
there's no way you don't wake up and sit on the scale. There's no way these guys are waking up and being like, I feel like I made it. Let's go to the UFC weigh-in.
That's the tough
You're on
part,
the scale
man.
every
That
4
day,
seconds.
dude.
He woke up at 188. He's like, fuck, I'm 189. What do we got to do? Let's go run. I'm still 188. Fuck, what are we going to do? Not eat anything. Don't drink shit. Go in the sauna. Yeah. We're still 188. There's no way we're going to make this. Mm-hmm. You go, you do the weigh-in. The UFC gives you an extra hour. What are we going to do? Go back to the sauna. Do some push-ups. Do something.
He did lose 0.3 pounds.
0.3 pounds. Like, that morning.
That you're
just fucked. And at that point, there's nothing you could do. You could just try your hardest to lose the weight. So it doesn't matter when the weigh-in is.
Yeah, but all right, so here's the thing. The next day, they did fight, and they probably weighed about the same pounds. My guess, somewhere in the realm of 200, 205, right? Both of them.
Yeah, 210.
But 24 hours previous, Luke Rockhold had to pretty much kill himself to make that weight.
And he made it.
So what I'm saying is, like, although they weighed the same, the fact that he made weight and he didn't still has an outcome on the fight. Because yesterday, Yoel's been chilling since yesterday morning, where you killed yourself yesterday morning.
Yeah.
You've had to recover.
But then it all depends too, because Romero might have been killing himself just to get to 188.
To get to 188,
but
yeah, you're right.
He's a middleweight,
and you never know.
He fights all the time.
Yeah.
He's making that weight all the time. Exactly. Even if he's making 186, like we said, that pound difference that they usually give us on non-title fights, he still missed that weight. Mm-hmm. So what were you doing? And I get it, 3 weeks.
So what I'm saying is, like, so
Luke was killing himself,
and he fucked up by taking the fight because you need to think from that aspect. You need to think like, well, I'm fucking depleted. Like, I feel like shit. I just killed myself. He didn't. So like, come tomorrow, I went through this and he didn't. Instead of like being on a level playing field. Like, he's got the advantage. He has he had an extra day of recovery. Assuming that Yoel, because he didn't kill himself for those last 3 pounds.
Assuming he didn't, he had some sort of there was definitely an advantage. Yeah.
Of the way your body fucking operates, not doing that. So in summation, Luke shouldn't have taken the fight. But he's trying to be he's trying to be a company guy.
And they're just fighters.
Trying to save the
card.
Fighters. They're fighters. They're like,
fight.
Fuck it, I'll fight right now. I'll fight in the bathroom. I'll fight tomorrow.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Weigh 200 pounds or 150 pounds. Like, you want to fight?
And the weight probably wasn't the difference. Luke's taking shots. He's holding his hands low, just like he always does. That's what Bigsbing, everyone's saying that Michael Bigsbing, kind of gave everybody the blueprint. Like, Luke holds his hands really low. So you just hit him with those
cocky,
those upper, the overhands, and you're gonna get him. And that's exactly what Romero did. Straight hit him. I've never even seen somebody fall to the floor like that. Dude, when you fall and you don't land on yourself.
He landed like against the cage. He was like kicked. Like, he had like overhand right, and then like just fucking like sideways into the cage.
And then just the way his hands laid and his body froze, it was perfect for
that
Romero
second
to just
shot, which is just insanity.
He shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
well, sure, just
stop the fight. Until you stop the fight,
Well, the referee's
keep
moving,
going.
but Romero's just so fast. You can't stop it fast enough. They gotta have a whistle or something.
Jesus
They should have
Christ.
a whistle.
If there's anything in this show. So, and what came out afterwards, Yoel Romero literally broke his leg in the first round.
No way.
Yep.
Really?
There's these two gnarly leg
So now
kicks.
that Whitaker with fucking Romero fight's never gonna happen.
No, it'll happen, but now because Whitaker's still hurt, and Yoel's obviously hurt, so I see them fighting like August or so.
Oh, okay, that's not.
August
that's
or
fine.
later July card or
Well, it
something
depends
like
how
that.
bad. Broken leg, man.
I mean,
Take months.
we'll see.
What did he do? So how did he break it?
These two gnarly leg kicks, he said. It was in the post-fight interview that he did, and he had these two nasty. I'll find the clip and I'll put them in. But these two, bah, bah, and just fucking gnarly. And then he said, and I don't know how broken it was because then he proceeded to kick him. But then your adrenaline is rushing. But as soon as after the fight, and we saw in the post-fight interview, he's on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, why are you on the ground? And like at first I didn't think of it because
But it was like emotional or something.
yeah. But then when they carried him up and in the interview he's in a wheelchair.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
what the fuck happened to you? He's like, oh yeah, I broke my leg. Like it was probably those two kicks in the beginning of the round. But like, yeah, this is definitely broken. Which is interesting because in his last fight against Robert Whitaker, he pretty much broke Whitaker's leg.
Oh, yeah?
And Whitaker beat him on a broken leg. So I'm excited for this rematch. And like, everybody in the community, like Brendan Schaub and all them dudes, they were talking like, do we want to see a rematch if it happens? If Yoel wins, do we want to see him versus Whitaker again? That doesn't
why
excite
wouldn't
us.
you want to? Why would that not excite people?
I don't know. I mean, Schaub's
fight's a
always
good
talking
fight.
about like he doesn't like rematches. Like he's like, yeah, I already saw that. I want the next thing. I want Whitaker versus Rockhold.
Well, Rockhold's got to win.
But
That's another comment I saw on
but-
Twitter. Is just just the way they're dancing around each other. You know what I'm saying? Like Whitaker beat Romero, Romero beat Rockhold. Like in order to see those three to who's really the best, instead of seeing a rematch, like. If you could just make matches without depending who lost last time, you'd have Rockhold fight Whitaker. You know what I'm saying? And then if Whitaker fucking beats the shit, breaks off of Rockhold,
that he beat both.
then
of them,
like
and we know-
Rockhold's officially out of that top 3 triangle that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Because-
somebody's comment.
Yeah, no, because right now, Whitaker beat Yoel beat Rockhold, and then like, if Rockhold beat Whitaker, we're in.
It'd
a
be like,
standstill.
yeah, it'd be like a fucking. That's just what somebody commented. That like
Yeah.
it's the only way to figure out who's really the best at this point is to have Rockhold face Whitaker.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it just doesn't make sense because Whitaker beat Romero beat Rockhold. There's no way Rockhold's beating fucking Whitaker.
Yeah. I don't know. And I mean, every night's different and shit, but yeah, if he goes in there,
I guess
his last
but
3 fights, he's gone in there and he's just kept his hands
Rockhold's
low.
all potential, man. These are all
Yeah.
potential and
So, yeah.
no
And something I
action.
want to get to about him is, like you said, fucking tough cookie climbing back up the ranks, right? Because, I mean, the next fight I see for him is they give him if he decides to stay at 185, and that's what I'm getting into.
Uh-huh.
If he decides to stay at 185, I
he
say they give
decides.
him Jacare Souza, Kevin Gastelum, or Chris Weidman. Somebody there is going to get it done. One of them. And then whoever wins that catapults back up to the top. But I actually like the idea of...
Shakure's third.
Yeah. So
Weidman's fourth.
okay. And then 5th is what? Kevin Gastelum?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Michael Bisping.
And
He's on his way out.
He's out the place.
Derek Brunson.
Yeah, and he just lost to Souza, so he's coming off a loss.
Machida moved up to 12.
There you go. But yeah, so I like the thought of Rockhold moving up to 205.
Uh-huh.
And especially with DC.
Fight who, though?
Like an Alexander Gustafsson. Because
That
if
would be
DC
cool.
is going to go up and fight for this heavyweight championship,
Yeah.
he's gonna stop fighting in a year. Right?
Yeah, he's gonna
and
fight.
we know that.
And whoever,
he's fighting till
yeah.
he's 40. So Rockhold can go into that division now, do 2 or 3 fights.
Yeah, I was about to say,
before
if
the end
you
of the
said
year?
a title shot, I would have been like,
No. Because he's not going to
no.
fight his boy. And Daniel
Who's his
Cormier
boy?
and Rockhold are like
No,
best
no,
friends.
no. Forget Cormier, because
Oh, you're
Rockhold
saying-
could go up to 205 tomorrow. He's still not fighting DC because DC's fighting Stipe, and that's the end of it.
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter if Rockhold went up to 205 tomorrow.
yeah.
I'm saying, though, he's not fighting Gustafsson for the title shot.
No.
That belt gets vacated.
No.
Instead of going right to Gustafsson, who's still hurt, let's just pretend Gustafsson face Ozdemir. Winner gets the belt. I'm not saying Luke should get the belt. Luke should not go to 205 and automatically get a shot. is
No,
what I'm
he
saying.
shouldn't. It was, and that's what I'm like. So
He's got to fight a Jimmy Manoa first.
Yep. And
He
that's
can't
what I was
get
gonna
Jimmy
say.
fucking Manoa.
Jimmy's got a fight coming up. I
For
think
St.
in the
Peru. But
London
who's fighting
card.
St. Peru?
He fights like next week. He's
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
some
No,
kid.
I'm thinking of the Eraser. Who's the Eraser fighting?
Oh,
Somebody else. Not St. Peru, though.
no, and yeah. So
Yeah,
I
these-
like him to go up to 205. Get some fights in. Fight like you said, somebody down there,
Rua,
like Shogun
Sarkunova,
or
Corey Anderson.
Corey Anderson, somebody like that. where they could headline a fucking Fox card or a Fight Night card, get his shit, get a win or two right in that division,
Yeah.
and then in 1 year from now, Daniel Cormier, who's Luke Rockhold's best friend, vacates the belt,
A year from
retires because he's going to retire at 40,
now. Yeah.
and that's in about a year.
Oh,
So-
so you don't think he's just going to automatically retire after the fight? The Stipe fight's happening in July,
Yeah, but then they're talking about John being eligible come like December.
and DC is not going to fight John. There's just no way he fights him, man.
He's the champion. He could be potentially the champion in both of those divisions that John could fight at.
I don't think he's fighting.
I don't know.
I don't think
We'll see. But anyways, point I'm trying to make is Daniel Cormier is going to fucking retire in a year. So Rockhold, right now, make your move to light heavyweight, get some fights in so that when your boy retires, you're next in line.
Yeah.
You've got 2 wins under your belt over Corey Anderson and Oven St. Preux, and then you and Alexander Gustafsson fight for the vacant belt in a year from
Yeah.
today.
The
That,
Erasers,
I think, is his best move.
the Erasers fighting Uriah Hall.
Oh, yeah, that's a good fight, too.
Yeah, that'd be a good move, man, because what else are you going to do? I don't know.
Because there's just no way you're getting past UL or Whitaker or back in that line, you know? Fucking 185 is killer's row. Where 205, although...
It's kind of open because
Yeah,
Gustafsson's
because
off
although they got
injury.
the names, Owen St. Preux, Corey Anderson, and some of these guys, none of them are, like, the elite of the elite, you
Yeah.
know? And Rockhold
has
is,
the
like you said, he's
potential
all
to be
potential.
elite, man. He's so fucking good, but he just, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't train well. I don't know. Maybe he was training for Whitaker this whole time and fucking Romero comes in, but that doesn't change the fact that your hands are down.
Yeah.
If your hands are down, Whitaker's going to eat you apart. It's like, everyone's going to eat you apart. You can't fight like that. You got to get your hands up. I'd have to watch a replay of the fight, but like, goddamn, man, you can't fight like that.
Yeah, you fucking keep your hands low. You get... And
Trying
then
to see his
facing
details, it's not loading.
Yoel Romero. Call himself Soldier God. Best body
Soldier
in MMA.
of God. He's such
Like,
a god.
fucking... You're going to get your face punched in,
He's
dude. Like, it's just-
33.
Who? Rockhold?
Yeah.
What are you looking at, his wiki?
No, the UFC fighters thing.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
looking at stuff.
trying to think of his last couple fights. He lost.
David Branch. So he lost the belt. He beat Weidman for the belt in 2015.
Mm-hmm. Which
Then he lost
people
to
say was
Bisping.
Yeah.
And then he beat David Branch on a good comeback fight. And then he lost to Ruel.
And even in that David Branch
Yoel.
fight, I don't know if you remember, we watched that here. We were all hyped about
Yeah,
Rockhold's comeback. Even then, in that first round, he got hit a couple times, and we were like, "What the fuck?" Like he's doing the same thing. He's acting all arrogant. He comes in with that, "I'm a model. I don't need to be here."
I'm a model?
Yeah, he's a model.
Is he?
Yeah, for like Abercrombie and Fitch and like Gucci or some shit.
You're fucking lying.
Swear to God, man. It's a good
That's
looking guy.
insane.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you get punched in the face enough, you're not.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's hard fucking business to be in if you're a model. But he like has this like I'm too good to be here. Like what difference does it make? Kind of like attitude.
Yeah.
Keep your hands low. You're fighting fucking Yoel Romero, who's knocked out everybody you've knocked out. Like no problems asked, and then like you know I don't know. You just pay for it, and then it's an interesting fucking card. I mean, I missed obviously the
Fucking Romero's 40.
yeah, dude, but he's only got like what 10 fights, 11 fights.
Yeah,
So he's 40.
He's 14
He had
fights.
an
14
Olympic
fights.
fucking run, dude. He was in the Olympics as a wrestler, and that was like his like first career, and then he's only been doing fighting. I mean, he's been doing it for a couple years now,
Yeah,
but it's not like
wow.
he's like. Could you take like a look at like what's his name, Alistair Overeem, who has like 50 fights. He's only like 38,
Yeah.
but he has like 50 fights under his belt, so that takes toll. Where he's only 40, but he only has like 10 fights, and he
Yeah.
hasn't taken a lot of damage because he's pretty much killed everybody.
Yeah, he just fucking knocks everybody out.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so I like him versus fucking Whitaker. I'd say fuck the interimship or the interim belt.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
Yeah,
It's just stupid. Fuck that. So the card last night, obviously Romero beat Rockhold by knockout. Hunt lost in
To
his
Curtis
hometown
Blades.
to fucking
Yeah,
Curtis
so I wanna
Blades.
talk about that too.
He's got the widest shoulders I've ever seen on a man.
Curtis Blades?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus
he's,
fucking Christ.
And he's a Chicago boy. So he's from Chicago. And he's talking about at UFC 225, he wants that next fight. So he only has one loss.
He wants what fight?
He wants to fight on the card, so here in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Which we should go to, by the way.
Yeah, we should.
But he only has one loss to Francis Ngannou.
That guy?
That's his only loss,
yeah?
to Francis.
Well, that's pretty
So,
good.
they were talking about in like the post-fight press conference who he should fight again, and he's like, I'll take anyone in the top 5: Cain Velasquez, Mauricio Verdum, Francis Ngannou. He's like, I'll take Stipe if the fight falls out or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I guess it's not much to talk about, but he completely dominated Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt had a good first round. He clipped him a couple times. Yeah, pull that up. Clipped him a couple times in the first round, and that's pretty much it though. Then
Strikes 126-35.
Really?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Takedowns 10-0.
Yeah, he took him down 10 fucking times.
0 submissions
he's
and 10
wrestler.
passes.
Yeah.
By Blades.
That's insane. And
Unanimous decision, round 3 out of 3.
your name's Curtis Blades. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard from Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's a good talker. He has a good like vibe, and he's like he's a wrestler, so he's all like.
What division is that? Heavyweight?
Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, there's not a lot of like up and coming names in heavyweight, and I think if they put him against Stipe again, or not Stipe, Francis.
He's fucking 9th. I don't know if he can jump up that far. I'm not saying he doesn't have the skills.
We'll see
he
when
just
they
beat
do
Mark
the updated
Hunt.
rankings.
Mark Hunt is 5.
Yeah.
This might be the updated rankings. Everybody else was moved, but maybe not. Maybe not from last night.
Yeah.
Because was Romero 1 or was Rockhold 1?
Romero was 1.
Was 1.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, whatever. So he was 9th and he faced number 5 Mark Hunt. So yeah, if you beat number 5, I could see you fighting a King or Verdum. I don't know what the hell's going on with this division either, man.
Yeah.
Besides Ngannou and Stipe, like Overeem, Verdum.
Yeah. Verdum's
Didn't
got
they
to
fight each other twice already?
Yeah, I think 3 times maybe.
They can't fucking fight each other.
They've been
again.
fighting forever, dude. That division needs to.
I think
weed itself
Ngannou.
out.
I don't know, man. And they're both really good wrestlers. Isn't Overeem a really good wrestler?
Yeah.
Ngannou is gonna fall so hard.
Yeah.
He's not gonna beat Overeem. He's not gonna beat Verdum. He's not gonna beat Velasquez.
Overeem.
Oh,
he
he
knocked
did?
him that fucking.
Oh yeah, he did. All
but
right, my bad.
I think if they fought again,
he'd go at it differently.
kind of like how you said, like now we got the playbook.
Yeah.
Like now you got the playbook on how to fucking beat Francis
All right,
Ngannou.
well, fuck fighting Overeem again. But
Yeah.
Verdum, do you think he could beat Verdum? Nope.
I don't think
There's
he
no
beats
way he's
anybody in
beating
that
Cain
top 5.
Velasquez.
Nope.
Cain Velasquez is a cage strapped against his spine. So I don't know about that, but yeah, I don't know. UFC's fucking awesome, man. But these divisions,
Those top divisions are
Not
very,
very-
very weak. Like
Yeah,
when you
man.
compare it to something like the 155 or the
it's really like the bantam, feather, and lightweight.
and even welterweight, you give it to.
Yeah, welterweight, because you got Woodley, Thompson,
Featherweight's
Dos Anjos, Robbie Lawler, Covington, whoever the fuck that is,
Colby Covington,
Mae,
Damian Maya,
that Mazda Ball guy,
Jorge Masvidal,
Darren Till, Darren
Darren
Till,
fucking Till's
Nate
my
Diaz, who hasn't fought in forever, and then you got what's his name going back to that division,
Who?
or maybe one day, hopefully.
George St. Pierre?
GSP, yeah,
that's a big thing too. We can talk about that for a sec. That division. So fucking
lightweight,
So obviously Tyron Woodley is the champion of that division of 170 pounds in the UFC.
yeah.
He wants to fight Nate Diaz for the belt
Why?
because he's chasing all these fucking money fights, man, and it's like obnoxious. And it's like,
Why
dude,
doesn't he fight Stephen Thompson? Have they ever fought before?
they fought twice.
They fought twice. I
Wonder
suck
Boy,
at life.
man, you suck. You
I'm
know
getting-
these things. And I know you know these things.
Yeah,
It's just
I thought he fought
it
Cowboy.
slips. No, you suck.
What division is Cowboy in?
He fights at 170 now. He
What
should be
division
in
is
there.
this?
170. What the fuck am I looking at?
Meaning,
Looking at it.
I am looking at it.
You are. You
They don't
should-
give weights though.
Yeah.
They just give names.
welterweight is 170.
so who won those fights? Woodley?
So
Woodley's
the
undefeated.
first one was the draw, man.
Oh yeah, the
We
draw.
watched these together. You suck. We watched
And then
them.
the other one was that boring ass fight.
Yeah,
I think they should fight again.
I think they should fight again. And then so Stipe, and then so not Stipe. Wonder Boy, he beat fucking Masvidal to like secure his pace at the number 1. And then like that
What the hell is
division's-
Dos Anjos doing?
Huh?
What the hell is Dos Anjos doing?
Well, that's what they're saying. So Dos Anjos, he beat Tarek Safadine, and then he beat Neil Magny, and then he beat Robbie Lawler. So he's earned his way
Who
to
the
his
fuck
title
is
shot.
Kobe Covington beat?
He beat Damian Maya.
All right,
But
this
under
is all
that,
coming together.
like,
I see
fucking
it. All right,
nobody.
nobody.
You know,
Until
until just beat Cowboy. That was like his last big thing.
Oh, yeah,
He's
I
a freak
remember.
of fucking nature. So here's the thing: that division is stacked. Tyron Woodley is being a puss.
a pussy trying to fight Nate fucking Diaz,
Who's like 8th on the rankings.
and he only sells because he fought McGregor, man.
Yeah.
he was not a fucking seller before that. He was cool, and he has
was
loyal
cool,
fans.
yeah,
Him and his
exactly.
brother.
He has his following.
They do, but like everybody has a following, man.
Yeah.
They don't sell tickets like that though. The people who don't watch.
And we don't know, and that's the thing too. You haven't fought in 17 months. You haven't proven yourself after the fact to be a big draw. And like, Nick, dude,
He's
you're
not
fucking,
the draw, man. It's McGregor. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Nate-
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just
Yeah.
like
He's not.
proving your fact to be a draw. Like maybe he'd be a draw now because of McGregor.
Yeah,
It'll always go back to McGregor though.
exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. That division's all up in scrambles, and Woodley's like delaying it. He doesn't want to give him the shot because he wants a money fight. Because he fought Wonder Boy. He beat Robbie Lawler. Then he fought Wonder Boy. They fought Wonder Boy again, and then he fought Damian Maya. Who are a bunch of killers.
Has he fought Dos Anjos?
No, not yet. That's what I'm saying. They should have him fight.
That'd be a good fight.
But Tyron's being the pussy about it. He doesn't want to fight him.
He's such a bitch.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. And like, you're the champion, and he's fought like killers of killers. You know, like
yeah, he's
fought...
beating the best of the best.
He has. He really has.
You want to take the money fights?
But like, you are the money fight, dude. Stop chasing the money fight because he wants to fight either GSP.
Well, he's got to start knocking people out.
All he wants to do is fight GSP or Conor. Why? Conor's not gonna fight you. Conor fought Nate Diaz because they're both 155ers, and Nate Diaz had 3 days notice. It's like, hey, cool, don't cut weight. I won't cut weight. You don't cut weight. We're good. We'll fight. We're both 155ers that are gonna fight at 170.
Yeah.
Conor, who's a natural 155er, probably walks around at like 170 ish, has no business fighting Tyron Woodley, who's a freak of nature and probably walks around at 210 pounds, 205 pounds.
I don't know if he weighs that much, man.
He's fucking.
He weighs 205 and he cuts
thick,
down
man.
all the way to welterweight. But then Romero has trouble cutting down from 215.
Probably, man. 195 at the fucking
Woodley's
very
a bitch.
least.
He just needs to start knocking people out, man.
Fight
I mean,
Rock-
you have a fucking war with Steven Thompson, and then you bitch it out, and you both don't hit each other.
Mm-hmm. And then he throws the least amount of strikes ever in a fight against Damian Maia.
And what did he do to Lawler? He rocked him, right?
Well, yeah, that's how he got the belt.
Okay, so that was before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he rocked Lawler, got the belt, and then he fought Thompson twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's had killers a row, but still, I don't know.
Yeah, but he's not knocking people out. He could be the
division.
draw. He's got like, he is again just potential, man.
Like if
at least he's winning in his fights, unlike Rockhold with his potential.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Rockhold has all this potential, but he was still winning, he'd be Woodley.
Yeah.
But like Woodley has so much potential to just absolutely destroy people, and he doesn't because he's scared to lose his belt. But like you're not doing anything. No one's ever gonna give you any money for anything.
Yeah. And if you're fucking,
Conor's not even fighting, so just pretend Conor doesn't exist.
Conor doesn't exist, which is why he wants to fight Nate. So you're talking about having him fight Nate for the belt, and that's just stupid.
Who do you think would win, Khabib or Tyron Woodley?
I like Khabib, and that's what they're talking about too. And he's talked about it a few times too. They're like, Khabib keeps fucking up with this weight at 155. They're talking about if Khabib beats
Tony
Ferguson, he's gonna vacate, go to 170. And then he's like, Tyron said, like, no, fuck that. Don't bring that up. Like, don't give anybody ideas. I don't want to fight that freak.
Yeah.
I say Khabib takes that fight.
Yeah.
Because they're both like wrestlers. And, I mean, Woodley's got better hands, but Khabib's a freak, especially without the weight cut and without killing himself.
Yeah.
I like that fight.
Yeah, and then the lightweight kind of doesn't exist. So Ferguson and Khabib are fighting. You got Eddie Alvarez, and that division falls off. I mean, Dustin Poirier.
That's pretty stacked.
Barbosa.
So Poirier's fighting Gaethje.
Kevin Lee.
Barbosa's supposed to be...
He's not stacked. Definitely not stacked.
That's pretty good.
Falls off after like 4. But they all pretty much fall off to 4, I guess that's my point. I think the deepest
Who's under that? So it's...
Conor doesn't exist, right?
Well, yeah.
Ferguson, Khabib, Eddie Alvarez, Eddie Barbosa.
Edson Barbosa, yeah.
Edson Barbosa, Dustin Poirier. That's 5.
And then Justin Gaethje or
Kevin. Justin Gaethje, Kevin Lee. So that's 7. So that's pretty good. You got Michael Chiesa.
Michael Chiesa.
And then
Chiesa?
Al La Quinta.
La
Quinta in.
Yeah.
And then you got Beneil Dariush. Don't try and defend those guys. So I bring all those guys up to say my original point that the heavyweight division is very short.
Yeah.
The top
at
is,
155, we got to like 9 or 10 solid guys, before it starts to sign.
And then the next heavyweight division was at
145.
145.
Featherweight.
That's a little short too.
Yeah, that is.
Welterweight's pretty good. And then the
middleweight, which is
Conor McGregor, is pretty good.
That's 155.
Oh, okay. Well,
which is what we were saying.
Yeah.
But
we didn't even get into the bantamweight, but we won't because that's just a long list. But bantamweight's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then DJ is just
non-existent.
Yeah, it's just one man.
DJ and
everybody
Joseph
else.
Benavidez.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody else. But yeah, heavyweight needs some fucking work. Anyways, yeah, man. To put in summation all this UFC talk. Romero beat fucking Luke Rockhold last night and deserves the next title.
Yeah, exactly.
Once Whitaker gets back on his feet.
Yeah.
But I digress. Let us move on into other shit. Talk way too much about UFC.
Here we go. Some more stuff that has happened this week in sports since the last time we had talked to you guys was that the NBA trade deadline came and went, and the Cavs blew up their fucking roster.
Yeah, Jesus
Making
Christ.
moves all over the place.
Yeah.
So I got the list of trades right here, and then we'll discuss it. So the Cavs trade Isaiah Thomas to the fucking Lakers. He played his first game last night. Looks weird as shit.
Yeah.
But he had a pretty good game.
I guess so.
Yeah. 23 points, 7 assists, 2 rebounds or something. Pretty good. So they trade Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, and a 2018 first-round draft pick to the Lakers for Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance. And then the other trade that the Cavs made is they traded Derrick Rose and Jay Crowder and Iman Shumpert away.
Mm-hmm.
So Derrick Rose and Crowder went to the Jazz. Iman Shumpert went to the Sacramento Kings, and it was all part of a three-way trade. So back, Cleveland got Rodney Hood and George Hill from the Jazz, and then Joe Johnson ended up in Sacramento.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have anything to do with the Cavs, but that was just all part of that three-team trade.
Because
Three-team trade.
Yeah.
And then they traded Dwayne Wade to Miami Heat for a second-round draft pick.
Yeah.
And he had a standing ovation when he came in.
He
did.
That was
awesome.
so cool.
And he had the game-winning block.
Yeah.
It was just
and he
awesome.
hits this awesome three. Yeah. It was cool. And then Derrick Rose got released by Utah?
Yeah, because he's getting released, and then the fucking Timberwolves are trying to sign him.
Yeah.
For what, man? For what?
Tom Thibodeau, resurrect what
I guess,
what
but
could have
him
been.
and fucking Butler did not play together when Derrick Rose was way better. So unless Derrick Rose is
I think because Derrick Rose played better. If Derrick Rose accepts the number 2 role,
well, he's not number 2 role. He'd be like a number 7 role.
Yeah, in that team, which is what he sort of has accepted with being on the Cavs. Like he's just looking to win. I like that move. And then you have Tom Thibodeau, Derrick Rose, Taj Gibson, Jimmy Butler, Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, whoever the hell else on that team. Anyways, point is the Cavs made all these trades.
Yeah, and then also I think it was before the Super Bowl, but I don't think we ever even talked about it. The fact that fucking LA Clippers.
Oh, Blake Griffin got traded.
Blake Griffin went to the fucking Pistons, so
Yeah.
we didn't even talk about that last time. But bring up all these trades to say that the Cavs are making moves, and so are the Lakers.
And
So everybody's saying
better
that
or for worse?
for better for both teams.
The Cavs, yeah.
Not only for this year, but not for this year so much for the Lakers. This year for the Cavs, but next year because LeBron James is going to be a free agent. So both teams made moves to bring LeBron James back or to the Lakers. So the Lakers made moves by clearing out Nance Jr. and that other guy,
Jordan
Clarkson, them and their contracts, and bringing on all the Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye. Those are expiring heavy contracts that once they get rid of, they'll have enough room for 2 max contracts. They're thinking LeBron James and Paul George. And then if they can finally get rid of Luol Deng's contract by pairing that with like a first-round pick, they'll have enough money to possibly have 3 max contracts. I don't even know who the third free agent next year would be, but they're thinking the year after that.
Jimmy Butler would be available.
Jimmy Butler, yeah, I think it was Jimmy Butler they were saying.
A few other characters.
Yeah, and then so
Davis,
for the Cavs, they made moves because they got rid of everybody who was doing absolutely nothing for their team. Isaiah Thomas can't play defense. Channing Frye has always been a role player, and he was pretty good when he first came out of college, and he was important for their championship runs. But he's just older now.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Rose doesn't play. Jay Crowder is probably the best asset they got rid of.
Yeah.
But you have to give up assets to get assets back.
Yeah.
And he's good defensively, but their team is just horrible defensively. So that one guy isn't saving you. So you got to get rid of him.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of Dwayne Wade, who was just old.
And
he's just out of legs, man. You can see it in his face. I hate looking at him because he's just so tired. He looks so tired. He's got these bags, these permanent bags. It's like, just retire, man. You were just so good for so long.
And I think maybe that's what he'll do at the end of the year.
Yeah,
I think
I'm sure
like
he's going to retire.
Finish the last half of this season
with
one
Miami.
Final playoff run.
Exactly.
And then if not, then that'll be it.
Exactly.
I think he's available for his contract's up at the end of the year anyways.
So for next year, the Cavs got rid of all those contracts. And they got fucking Nance Jr.
and
Jordan Clarkson, who are fucking good. They're both wingers. They're both big.
For sure, that team falls apart if LeBron leaves, though, right?
Yeah, and then they got Hood. Hood.
George
So those
Hill.
are just guys from the
Oh,
Lakers.
yeah.
They got George Hill
Yep.
and Rodney Hood, who are just phenomenal. Either George Hill or Rodney Hood have the best 3-point. Is it Rodney Hood?
I think it might be.
We keep butchering his name. We were talking about it last week too.
Pretty sure it's Rodney Hood. Roy?
No, it's not Hood. I got it right here.
Randall?
No.
Someone
It's Rodney Hood. Either Rodney Hood or George Hill is the best 3-point shooting percentage in the league this year.
Yeah.
That's above anybody on the fucking Golden State Warriors.
That's all LeBron needs.
Yeah, man. So their
Kyle
team is
Korver,
better
J.R.
for
Smith.
today, and it's better for next year. I don't know what any of those four guys' contracts looks like, but
if LeBron leaves, they still have a solid squad. That's what you're saying.
Well, no, it's more about LeBron. Like, yeah, they'll still have a solid squad in the East because the East is trash. Those four guys are pretty good. But just to like bring LeBron back, there's still not going to be any. They'll be okay, but it's all about making moves for LeBron. Those four guys, that's an awesome roster.
I don't like that, man, and I didn't like it during the first.
Well, what do you want to do? What do you mean? It's not. You don't like that. You got to build a team around him.
I didn't like it. Like, all right, so with like the Lakers, I don't like it because like they were building that, man. Like,
Well, they
you
still got
were-
3 really good players. That was my other point. So, like, not
Still
only
got
did they
Joe.
clear, it's not just the space that they cleared up, and LeBron's going to nothing.
Mm.
They got LeVar Ball, LeVar Var,
Lonzo Ball,
Var,
yeah.
Lonzo Ball, and then 2 other players. We don't watch enough basketball to know. The
What's
guy
his
from
name?
Duke,
Brandon Ingram.
and then another guy,
Yeah.
who's pretty good. So they got those 3. So you got to give up assets to get assets. You get rid of Jordan Clarkson,
But
and
you're
Nance
giving up
Jr.
the fucking
to get
future of your
LeBron,
team
and you get a first round pick.
with the hope that you get LeBron, with hoping that he doesn't leave Cleveland or that he
You gotta
leaves
make
Cleveland
moves. I don't
and that he
know.
doesn't go anywhere.
I'm with you, man.
That's what I'm
Unless
saying.
you have some insight
That's
that
the thing.
like you have to have some sort of insight that he's super interested in going there.
Yeah.
He's super interested in that market, and he really fucking hates Dan Gilbert
which
to the
seems
point
he
where
does.
like, all right, we're gonna sacrifice these 2 pieces.
sacrifice
keep
our
the 3
future
that
on
we
the
really
hope that
love.
this guy comes.
Keep the 3 that we really love. Get rid of the 2 that we like.
Yeah.
For the hope that he comes and Paul George comes. Because OKC, I don't know where they fucking fall in the West.
They're
And
getting
they've had
better.
some
They're
good
doing
games,
a lot better.
but they've had some bad games
Yeah.
where it looks like it's not working.
Yeah.
And George, did what's his name ever sign a extension?
Paul George.
Paul
No.
George? No, right?
No, he's definitely
He's definitely gonna
playing,
test free
playing that
agency.
course till free agency.
Yeah,
and seeing
exactly.
what's up.
And so he's been saying he's wanted to go
Oh,
to
and
LA.
Russell Westbrook's available too.
No,
Or
he
no, he
signed that.
signed-
He
yeah,
signed
yeah,
that.
you're right,
He signed
you're
that
right.
3-year
Yeah.
extension. So
Yep. Shout out to
we'll
him.
see where it goes. But man, they made it a very interesting trade deadline.
Yeah, I just didn't like that nothing else happened around the league. You know, it
There
was
were a couple
all
small things.
Cavs
Nelson
centric.
got traded,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
and then
Um,
they traded. The Bulls traded fucking
Oh,
Marco
Nikola Mirotic.
Mirotic. Yeah, let me get that.
Yeah, to get Omar Asik, I think, and a pick back or something like that. I think we got 2 picks, Omar Asik and something else to the Pelicans, right?
Yeah. The Bulls traded Jameer Nelson. I didn't even know we had Jameer Nelson.
Or did we get Jameer Nelson?
No.
All right.
We had him.
First of all, I didn't know Jameer Nelson was still playing.
Me neither.
Last I heard, him and Vince Carter were down in Orlando.
Yeah. And then the Bulls got Noah Benia from the Portland Trailblazers, and we traded the draft right picks to a forward center, Milevin Rakovic, who we had no idea who that was. Van Lay, who we got from the Blazers, was a former 9th overall pick. So he's been like a bust, kind of. But, I mean, you traded nobody away to get a nobody who's a 9th pick.
Mhm.
So let's just shoot in the dark here and see if he can give us anything for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find that trade. What is his name?
Who? Omar Asik?
Yeah.
Nikola Mirotic?
Yeah, Mirotic.
Pretty sure it was something along the lines of just those 2, and then we got some picks for him. So you got like an okay guy in Nikola Mirotic, and you get Omar Asik and some picks. So I think it's a big up for the Bulls.
Yeah. And we
And-
had Asik. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
We always
that's what I
get
was saying,
people
it's
back when
dumb.
they suck.
Yeah. The Bulls are definitely shaping around their future.
Yeah, and I love it. Thank
Yeah.
God.
I guess this kid, Laurie Niskanen,
Yeah.
is supposed to be some shit.
Yeah,
dude.
he is.
He's like Kristaps Porzingis, part 2. Speaking of Kristaps Porzingis, we got some time, right?
Yeah, man.
Got a little bit of
What time is it?
time. About 40 minutes in or so, give or take.
Yeah, a couple more minutes.
Fucking Kristaps is injured, man. Speaking
Yeah,
of the NBA,
fucking
that's what we were
ACL,
gonna talk
man.
about, man. Everybody's hurt, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were going to talk about.
Something
At
is
the list.
happening in sports, particularly in basketball, and I want to get your opinion on my thoughts behind it.
It's probably aliens. Like in the
Shut
movie
the
Space
fuck
Jam. I think
up.
it was a documentary.
Shut up. It's a documentary. Yeah, Nikola, or no, fuck, I was saying Nikola Mirotic. All these Slavic ass names.
Yep.
You know, Mirotic, Nikola Mirotic, Kristaps Porzingis, all this shit. Porzingis is fucking hurt, man. He's added to the list of people who have snapped their fucking femurs in half.
Almost in half.
Nearly in half. Are you looking for that list? Check our Instagram messages.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, is that where I sent it to you? I thought I liked it.
No,
Instagram messages. I got it.
But everybody's getting hurt, dude. I mean, let's start with Paul George 3 years ago in the Olympics when he made
That was
that
a while
fucking
ago.
step and snapped his leg. But I'm just saying, something is happening to these athletes where this shit keeps
working on
happening.
their fucking leg cardio. I don't know.
Gordon Howard in the beginning of this season snaps his ankle in half.
Oh, fuck. It's
Um,
we send so many messages to each other. It's insane.
Yeah, all we do is share memes.
What the fuck?
How far back was it?
A while ago,
3
man.
days ago.
That,
I might have screenshotted it. Pause.
what the fuck? Jesus Christ. I found it.
Nice.
It was Wednesday.
You know what? How many messages were in between that?
So many.
Yeah.
So many. Venom, UFC,
Yeah. all sorts of
baseball,
crazy shit.
Yu Darvish going to the fucking Cubs.
Highlights from last night.
Yeah.
Sent you like 3 this morning.
So just
and
this season alone, Kristaps Porzingis, Gordon Hayward, Jeremy Lin, Marklin Fultz, DeMarcus Cousins, Kevin Love, Kawhi Leonard, Chris Paul, Stephen Curry, Isaiah Thomas, John Wall, Rudy Gobert, Paul Millsap, Blake Griffin. This is going really fast. Mike Conley, Tony Parker, Tim Hardaway Jr., JJ Redick.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, it's gonna come back around just in case I miss somebody. Markel Fultz, which I think I said, but I'm not really sure if I missed that. Rudy Gobert, Blake Griffin, Nikolai Jokic, Hassan Whiteside from the Heat, Mike Conley, Devin Booker, that young kid from
Phoenix.
Jabari Parker, Tony
Yeah.
Parker, Nikolai Mirotic, JJ Redick. Have suffered injuries, and obviously
not all
Stephen
of those
Curry
are
is
season
back.
ending. Yeah,
Not
Steph Curry's back.
all of
Chris
them are
Paul's
season
back.
ending, but
Jabari Parker, shout out to my
Porzingis is
Bucks.
season-ending injury. Hayward season-ending. DeMarcus Cousins season-ending. Kevin Love is season-ending.
Jabari Parker ended his season. He's just
I think
back from
Kawhi
his
Leonard
last
is
year.
season-ending, or at least for a
I
couple
think
months.
he might be coming back soon, but yeah.
I think Tim Hardaway Jr. might be season-ending. Mike Conley season-ending, because I saw that and I remember that he got that huge contract a couple years ago. Overbought the shit out of that.
And I don't know. So like, thing with these.
So what do you think is happening?
I think with
What
this
is happening?
whole.
Where's that from?
What?
Yes. What's happening? What is that from?
Every time we talk, I don't know.
What do you think is happening? That's happening. What's happening?
What's happening?
Where's that from? Fuck, I can't remember. That's okay.
But I don't know. I think these athletes. So like, who's crushing the game right now? You know, it's everybody wants to be Giannis. Everybody wants to be Anthony Davis. These 7-foot point guards, right?
Yep.
Paul George.
7-foot point guards. What do you mean?
These dudes are all 7.
Not playing point though.
They might as well be, man. Giannis pretty much plays point guard.
Yeah.
They're not. Kristaps runs the ball, dude. He fucking carries the ball out. Everybody wants to do this LeBron thing, right? But LeBron's body, and I'm talking about like physical nature, is perfect for it because he's got that Magic Johnson where he's like, obviously not low to the ground, but he's thick. He's a thicker dude, you know? He's got thick legs, thick body, where when he's stopping on a dime and doing this Derrick Rose shit, it's not affecting his body in a weird way. But then you take someone who's like, what?
I saw this meme. That meme with LeBron.
Which one? Does he have a cigarette in his mouth?
Yeah, the one with the cigarette in his mouth.
That's it.
Yeah, it's like D Rose, D goes, D Wade, get out the way. ITT Tech, Ivan Shump, hop, skip, and jump. Jay Crowder, clam chowder, don't matter. Trade everybody.
Trade everybody. That is funny. But yeah, man. So some with these athletes, man, where they're getting taller, longer, faster, and not necessarily stronger.
Yeah.
And then they keep stopping on dimes, and I think that is affecting like their shit, man. Like
I guess, yeah.
Where these 7-foot dudes who used to play,
I feel like they should wear knee braces.
Knee braces and fucking leg braces, man. They're just wearing Iron Man suit.
Well, the ACL is in here, right? That is your knee buckling.
Yeah.
It's somewhere inside of there. It's not what happened to you. What happened to you?
ACL.
That is not your ACL. That tendon right there that holds your knee in place
MCL
is not your ACL.
And ACL. One's on the inside, one's on the outside.
So you have a loose ACL. Is that what you're saying? Your ACL is loose.
For sure, I tore my ACL. For sure.
You've not been able to walk, right? You can't
I wasn't
walk.
able to walk. For sure, I tore my ACL.
So your ACL was torn. You put it back.
Yeah.
No. You
didn't.
You hyperextended your meniscus.
I did not hyperextend my meniscus. My kneecap moved to the other side of my leg. It's bad. And now it's never healed.
I don't know, but my first thought was if they wear knee braces, you know those knee braces where the knee's in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that like at least kind of stop preventing it?
Yes and no.
Because the second you straighten your leg out and that shit buckles, it's gone.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying a knee brace would prevent the inside of your knee from buckling because it wouldn't. I feel like it might.
But here's the thing: you talk to somebody like Logan Strandemo, future guest on the show, where he's knowledgeable about the shit. He's a personal trainer. He's into like the body and how it works and stuff like that. He'll tell you that by wearing a knee brace, you're sustaining your body to other injuries. For example, when you're wearing an ankle brace here, you're stopping your ankle from making the natural movements that it should be making when you're stopping and doing this sort of turn thing. You know, your ankle's naturally supposed to roll. So when it doesn't have the capabilities to do that because you're wrapping the shit out of it and putting a brace on it, your body's just physics, not even your body, is going to go to the next bendable point. And that's when these dudes are tearing their MCLs and tearing their ACLs because, like, well, these things can't
but nobody's
bend.
wearing ankle bracelets either.
Some
not that we
people
know
are.
of.
Derrick Rose
I
fucking was. Derrick Rose looks like he's wearing, like...
Well, that's because he broke his ankle?
Yeah, but that's why he blew out his fucking knees.
Oh, I know. But if you break your ankle, you're going to wrap it up, and then his knee blew out. So that's just his shitty luck.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Kristaps. I guess it all depends, man. Not everybody's injury was an ACL. But, like, he was going up for a rebound. He came down. His knee buckled. ACL gone. Maybe the human body should be created differently. Fucking Gordon came down and he landed on somebody's ankle, right? Yeah. I can't remember, so long ago. It was the first fucking day of the year. Landed on somebody's ankle. Fucking
buckled, snap.
Yeah, like his knee fucking broke. He landed on somebody's knee and it snapped. Worst thing I've
ever seen.
It's just over. Like, there's nothing you can do. So, I don't know. For sure get thicker.
I think thicker.
I don't know. LeBron James has never had an ACL fucking
or
injury.
Like that. They need to figure it out.
Build the muscle around the knee.
It's all these long. I mean, it's not all these long, lengthy dudes, but the ones that are these horrifying injuries. It's the skinnier characters.
Yeah.
It's the Gordon Haywards. It's the Paul George. It's the Kristaps Porzingis. That are just things are snapping, and it's not right. It's not how it's supposed to be.
No, exactly, 100%. So, that shit's crazy. The fucking trade deadline, and then all these goddamn injuries are just insane.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens fucking with the trade deadline shit. I mean, I guess he's feeling more comfortable in LA, so.
Yeah, that's what he said. An MRI revealed Chris Bosh tore his ACL. Yeah, there's a replay. Absolutely horrible. So he's going, he breaks towards the basket, goes for a dunk, dunks it. It wasn't even a rebound. He dunked it and just landed on his knee. He dunked it and just landed on his knee.
And it just buckled.
So
when I see that and they say that he tore his ACL, I know goddamn well I tore something, man. Because my knee came out of my sock a couple times.
His knee was stuck like this. It was like this.
But it's not even that fast. Like the one time it happened at the park,
yeah,
it was over there for like
it was so
3
scary.
minutes.
It was like 30. It was like 40 seconds, but it was a really long 40 seconds.
Yeah,
it was so fucked up.
It's so painful.
I didn't want to do it. You're like, hit it. I was like, I'm not gonna hit it. I'm not gonna do that.
Nah, hit it right.
Yeah, so gross. The skin should not be able to. It should have ripped. I guess it's
so
good it didn't rip.
Fucking human body is disgusting.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I'm trying to think. NFL
the Venom trailer?
Officially fucking over.
Shit.
Oh, shit. What? Let's go left. Yeah, the Venom trailer. We can talk about the Venom trailer.
I don't know what the fuck you were about to say. What about the
I was saying the NFL season's over. What else there to talk about? But yeah, dude, the fucking Venom trailer came out. What did you think?
I thought it was a little disappointing. It's a teaser trailer, but don't release the teaser trailer before. I don't know. Teaser trailers are dumb.
Yeah.
Teaser trailers, call it a TV spot trailer. Don't call it a teaser trailer. Because on TV, you don't have 3 minutes to put on commercials. You got a minute. I don't know. They didn't show Venom. The best they got, I rewatched the trailer.
They showed it in the...
They showed the symbiote inside that locked mechanism.
Yeah.
And then they showed Tom Hardy freaking out, and you could see the symbiote climbing up his neck. You could see the black lines climbing up his neck. A second. If you rewatch it, you could see it in live time. Mm-hmm. But if you weren't paying attention for it, you wouldn't have seen it.
I watched it 3 times. I missed it until you sent me that thing where it just shows it over and over again.
Yeah, I could see it. I rewatched it when I showed Sam, and you could see it.
Well, I see it now.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I watched it 3 times before you pointed that out.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it was like, oh shit, okay, that's there.
So, I don't know. You for sure could have shown something. Like, show it crawling up his arm. Like, the same thing. Like, you don't want to show the full face? Fine. And they showed us this, and this is the face that they're going for. Like, super original, like, big face, big mouth. Like, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3 Venom.
Yeah.
He looked a lot more like Spider-Man than he did Venom. He was like a perfect mix.
Yeah.
I thought he looked good. The mouth looked good when it was open.
I thought it looked good.
And the eyes are cool, but they were all perfect.
Yeah.
Based on their image that they keep putting out.
It's just like
webby. It's way bigger. Yeah. And the mouth is like gonna be like nasty. It's gonna be
like,
awesome.
Looking like it.
But I think they could have shown a little bit more. Like even this. People drew. They like, what do we expected? And it's like literally someone drew this on their phone. Like black lines all over his mouth. Like that, without seeing the whole suit, would have been better.
Yeah.
I guess you could do that, yeah. Like, just that picture where, like, the symbiote is taking over his face.
That's what it should have been. That's what it was.
Instead of just crawling up his neck, would have been cooler.
Than whatever the fuck it was. Hope that autofocus is back to us.
What is that?
My laptop just died.
No, oh, my God.
Thank God.
Is it plugged in?
Yep, everything is good. We're good.
What?
It's plugged in. It just fell asleep because we've been recording for an hour.
It's never done that before.
Yeah, that's interesting. It says it's got full battery. We should be straight. Anyways, yeah, man. Fuck, the trailer was awesome. I think what you're saying though, like that expectation thing versus reality,
would have been better.
For sure, would have been 100 times better. Because like we wanted to fucking see Venom. Don't tell us. Even I saw a bunch of clickbait shit before that. There was like first pictures, Tom Hardy is Venom, Tom Hardy is Venom, and you click it, and
it's just him as
Tom
Eddie
Hardy
Brock.
is Eddie Brock.
Yeah,
which is Tom Hardy playing Tom Hardy. Like. You know, it's like saying, like, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. Oh, so you mean Hugh Jackman without the claws? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Like, don't tell us. And I get that, because that's probably the last thing they're going to do. Because for sure, that's all going to be CGI, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
They
Could've
probably
been
haven't
a little
gotten
bit
to
more.
that
It would look
stage.
good though.
They're
It
still
looked
filming.
good. He looks
That-
good. Go ahead.
Comes down to like fucking releasing trailers before you're done filming the movie. Like,
Well, they're done filming.
no, they're not.
Yeah, they are, man. They wrapped up production.
Did they?
Yep.
Oh,
Promise you.
when's that coming out?
October, man. It is done. Super
Pretty
done.
quick. I thought they just started filming like
Oh,
fucking
man.
months
They
ago.
finished. They wrapped it up in like 4 months.
Damn, that's crazy.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's supposed to be like a horror movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's definitely horror-esque. They're basing it off of John Carpenter type shit, Halloween.
Oh,
So
okay. I'm
why
like, I don't
would
know.
why would you show your monster? I'd have to re-Google the fucking original Halloween trailer,
Mhm.
but I guarantee you see his face in that trailer. There's no way you don't.
Just
Maybe not, or maybe you just see his body, and that's what they showed us. It's supposed to be a horror movie. So when he becomes Venom, it's supposed to be some fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Excited.
I'm pretty excited too. It's gonna be godly. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be some like,
And then now he's
and then
fucking,
like, and then he's supposed to be an anti-hero, so he's not gonna full on be a villain,
Mhm.
but he's also not gonna be afraid to kill bad guys either.
Yeah.
So I don't know if when he becomes Venom, he's gonna find whoever did this to him.
Yeah.
Or the accident that happened, and he's gonna go fucking kill them. And they're also basing it off of, and fuck me for not remembering the name, but a certain very famous Venom comic book line,
Yeah.
story arc you could say, where there was more than one symbiote in that. They got the four. There's four of them, and I feel like an asshole for not knowing. I feel
Toxin,
like a bitch.
Venom, Carnage.
Not
and...
Venom. Venom isn't one of them.
Wait, what do you mean?
Venom is by himself. There's four more.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there's four.
Definitely Toxin. Definitely
Toxic.
Carnage.
Carnage isn't one of them either.
What the fuck?
Nope.
What the hell are we doing?
I
know shit about symbiotes.
Venom symbiote.
Check the text.
Symbiote. I butchered the shit out of that.
Hi. What? Trying to spell symbiotes?
Yeah.
I can't even pretend.
Okay. So, all right. You ready?
Yes.
So Venom is like a part of the team, but I don't think in this movie he'll be a part of it. I think there's gonna be four more that are popping up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. 4 other symbiotes that are
Yeah.
in this universe.
Okay. So, what the fuck is this? Talk.
I'm fucking waiting to see what you got, man. I'm very curious to know. If it's not Toxin and it's not Carnage or Venom, those are the 3 that I fucking know. And I know Venom is the original symbiote.
Yeah.
Carnage is definitely the second one. And then those 2 symbiote, the alien symbiotes, they like mated somehow in their alien ritual way, and that's what created Toxin. So Toxin was like the offspring of the Carnage symbiote and the Venom symbiote. And he is supposed to be, to my knowledge, the fucking most powerful thing that the symbiotes have ever produced. But fuck if I know.
Yeah, I'm a trash bag for not finding. I'm trying to find it. This is trash.
I'm just gonna Google a list of symbiotes.
I'm trying to find it, man. It's not popping up. Okay, members. Okay, here we go. Agony, Bizarrenage, Carnage.
Bizarrenage?
Yeah, it's dumb.
I'm not watching that.
There's so much more of them. All right, so these are not the original 4, man. I don't know what's happening, but it's Anxiety. Anxiety is one of Agony. Fuck, we sound dumb. Cut this out. I'm just kidding.
Nah, but yeah. Anyways, I get you. So there's gonna be
Scream, Riot,
Scream. I've heard before.
Scream, Riot, Agony,
Okay.
and then there's another one.
Well, and those are gonna be in the movie.
So they're in that story arc.
Okay, so
why
like
would they
in
not
that
be in the fucking
universe
movie?
of some fathom. Okay, cool. Well, that's
So,
fucking good.
Yeah, and then that could only lead to fucking Carnage dog.
Which is exciting.
I'm gonna fucking freak out the day Carnage goes. I've always been a fan of Venom, but I always like Carnage a little bit more because
Yeah.
he's just like, as bad as Venom was, like him and Spider-Man teamed up to fucking take down Carnage. Like,
Yeah.
that's how bad Carnage is. That Spider-Man and fucking Venom had to team up to take him down.
Yeah.
He's just a crazier version of
him.
fucking Venom, and it's just gonna be so amazing.
Yeah. I just hope out of all of this shit that Venom gets in the MCU. Or
I hope so. That's why I was watching a fucking Woke Culture review of the trailer.
Yeah.
And something's happening.
Nah, go ahead. What culture review?
Yeah, and they were saying that like the only reason he's not in the MCU yet is because either Marvel or Sony are hedging their bets, you want to call it. One of them is trying to figure out, it's either Sony's trying to figure out if this is a success so they can keep it for themselves, or if Marvel's trying to figure out if this is going to be a success so they can bring him into the MCU.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. When something's good and you can mix it with something else, it's just more money for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Homecoming thing worked.
Because
you
Sony's
suck at making
still getting
Spider-Man
money.
movies.
Yeah.
Give it to Marvel. You're still gonna get your portion of the pot.
Like we get
but
that
fans
you
get
own
what
it.
they want, and you get a good product. It's more money for everybody.
Yeah.
So if Venom whoops ass and Sony does a good job on this, fuck Sony. I'm not even gonna put Sony's name in it. Whoever the hell's directing this and everybody involved with this project kills it for Sony, because Sony's a bitch.
Yeah.
Then fucking put him in the MCU, man. Can you imagine a fucking Tom Hardy Venom fucking
Fighting
ripping
fucking
apart
Tom
a fucking
Holland?
Iron Man?
Like, that would make me. In all the other Spider-Man
Well,
movies.
that too, but like those two, that would be godly. And then Tom Holland's supposedly rumored to be in the movie,
Yeah.
but I highly doubt it.
Yeah, we'll
My
see.
doubt is a
Might
doubt.
be like-
I'm saying like Spider-Man and Venom is gonna happen, but I'm saying like Venom and
In
the
the
Sinister
MCU,
Six in the
yeah.
MCU against fucking Thor,
the
fucking
Avengers.
Venom ripping apart Hulk or somebody.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ.
But what I was gonna say is just like in all the Spider-Man movies, although he faces bigger foes,
Mm-hmm.
it's never been the little kid taking on this big. Like Venom is like his Bane, bro.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you gonna beat him?
Yeah.
Like, and Tom Hardy. Once this movie, if it does well and it establishes him as the fucking badass that A, Tom Hardy, B, Eddie Brock, and C, Venom can be, that
Yeah.
combination, then like I want to see them versus this fucking little kid and watch them battle it out.
Yeah.
You could have a
Fucking
trilogy
godly.
Joker style of these fucking three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so, man. It'd be
Me
fucking
too.
godly
But so
shit.
the trailer came out. The trailer, not for nothing, apart from not showing Venom,
It was really
looked
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks
good. It
interesting.
looks
The
good.
fucking action looks good.
The music looks good.
Tom Hardy's doing that fucking New York accent type
yeah,
thing.
Yeah. And then they did this really good thing where it's not Tom Hardy because Venom doesn't have psychological powers or psychic powers,
Mhm.
but like he reached for something and then the clip changed to a people in an office full of in a room in an office full of
he's like
computers,
this,
and they split in half.
Yeah, some shit.
The whole room went like in half. Everybody got thrown.
Yeah.
But Venom doesn't have those powers, so it'd be interesting to see
what villain
Yeah.
or something and shit is in that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I just had the update. Liverpool 1-0.
yeah, they did. Shout out to
Shout out to you. Manchester lost.
It's gonna be fucking godly. So October should be here sooner than later. Black
Yeah.
Panther next week.
Excited
Fucking
for that.
Infinity War after that.
Jesus Christ. And then Justice League comes out on DVD next week, and fucking Thor comes out the week after that. So nice
A
comic
lot
book
of
month
shit.
coming up
Yeah,
here.
it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Alrighty. Other than that, I think we should wrap it up there.
Yeah, call it a day.
Yes, but a lot of shit happening. We got coming up in the next week or two. Next week is a good UFC card on Fox. You got Donald Cowboy Cerrone versus Yancy
You're gonna watch the shit out of that.
Minets or some shit like that. James Vick is on the card. Sagan Northcutt on the card. Derek Lewis is on the card. So we're gonna watch the shit out of that. We'll have a review for that. Obviously, we'll stay in touch with all the fucking Premier League stuff. We'll get into a little bit more next week. NBA talk and everything else that
Yeah,
fucking
it
follows.
should all be good though.
Yeah.
But-
All right. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. This has been the Kyle and Craig Show.
My name is Kyle.
My name is Craig. Catch you guys next week.
Adios.
I like sports. I could do something in sports. Maybe I could be like an announcer, like a color man. You know how I always make those interesting comments during the game?
Yeah, you make good comments. They tend to give those jobs to ex-ball players and people that are, in broadcasting.
Well, that's really not fair.
I know.